The same way many of you received the news of the death of Mr. Albert Ojwang is the same way I received.
You cannot run away from the responsibility. Who are we supposed to ask? Samia Suluhu. He is the person responsible for the protection of the life.
He had to send for this young man on a weekend. There is no record that Albert Ojwang was summoned to appear in any police station and he said no. He was being arrested on a weekend. His parents were there.
Detention without trial was a bad thing. But being killed in a police cell is worse than detention without trial. It reminds me, Mr. Speaker, of the impunity we saw when, Mr. Speaker, then Vice President Moi lied to the country that Josiah Mwangi Kariuki had traveled out of the country when they had killed him.
By 25th June, Mr. Speaker, if this Senate has not done anything, if this Lagat DIG has not resigned, Kenyans should come out on 25th as a Memorial Day.
We have had people saying that June 25th will be a public holiday. There is no public holiday on June 25th. It is a working day. If at all it falls on a weekday, we must move forward. Whatever people are trying to recreate for the Gen Z movement, we want to tell them that is a thing of the past.
The police, who have been mandated to take care of Kenyans, they are quick to act on some useless issues, Mr. Speaker. Today, as we speak, there is a police officer by the name Samido. Samido, who is a musician, who was granted a leave to go to America. He was supposed to return yesterday, but today there is a warrant of arrest on him for abduction of duty. If the police can issue a warrant of arrest for somebody because of missing work, yet we have a police officer whose name has been dragged on every murder. And, Mr. Speaker, they're not doing anything.
The same impunity we saw the police tell the country that Dr. Robert Ouko had committed suicide when they had killed him.
Their father was coming to Nairobi with the title to come and secure the bond or the bail of his son, only to be given the body of his son in a body bag, Honorable Speaker. I am wondering, Honorable Speaker, even as we speak about the people we are speaking about, Mr. Speaker, did you actually see that the complainant in this particular case, DIG Eliud Lagat, was standing behind the Inspector General of Police when they are saying that they are starting the investigation, Honorable Speaker? How would a person whom, in my opinion, is the lead suspect in the murder of Ojwang be standing right behind the people who are expected to investigate, Honorable Speaker?
As it is today, there is very little that we know. I think, to the best of my knowledge, Mr. Speaker, I've only seen the names of the officers who were on duty at the Central Police Station. Up to now, nobody knows who are the officers that picked young Albert Ojwang from Migori.
It is not enough to ask that the Deputy Inspector General resigns. We want the same speed which we saw when our colleague was killed last month. When arrests were made, we want Mr. Eliud Lagat to be arrested so that he can write a statement from a police station for it to be clearer to him that he has a responsibility.
It is very sad, Mr. Speaker. The only place you should be safe is a police station. There is a problem with Ministry of Interior 1,000 times, Mr. Speaker. As we speak today, Mr. Speaker, Father Alois Cheruiyot Bett killers are not known. Father Maina killers are not known. Angata Baragoi, 6 people were buried without their killers being not known, Mr. Speaker. Angama Mara, even in Kerio Valley, Mr. Speaker. I request the following, Mr. Speaker. And I agree with colleagues that there are people who are intended to sabotage President William Ruto government. And is led by the Minister of Interior, who should take and resign, Mr. Speaker, and take personal political responsibility on this matter, Mr. Speaker.
The police officers who went to Migori and brought this boy from home to Nairobi so that Lagat could see him when they are slapping him around should equally be arrested. Why are they walking free? As far as I'm concerned, seeing the shape of that face, the guy could not possibly would have wanted to hit the wall, using the front of his head.
He's very incompetent. And you know that incompetence, if you transfer from roads to lives, we lose lives, Mr. Speaker. We have lost a young man, 31-year-old, who had just married, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, they must be held accountable, Mr. Speaker. I request that the Parliament, through the national security, does inquest into unexplained deaths in this Republic, Mr. Speaker, or form a judicial inquiry into the allegation of extrajudicial killings even from the last session up to this session, Mr. Speaker.
I also would wonder how cold and how heartless is the heart of the president, that to this minute he has not even issued a condolences. Everything is running on in the country like nothing has happened, Honorable Speaker. We have not even seen the condolence message of the Minister of Interior. And I would ask, Mr. Speaker, who is this person that is protecting Eliud Lagat? How powerful is Eliud Lagat that he has or can commit a crime of this magnitude, Honorable Speaker, and continue serving as the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Honorable Speaker? Even as we require them to come to the House, him should have done this country a favor by resigning. In a democracy that is working, Honorable Speaker, Eliud Lagat cannot and should not be serving as the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, it cannot be that as a Senate we are just sitting and allowing insecurity to thrive in this country. You go to Mombasa, Mr. Speaker, when you greet a boy woman, you think she's a woman, somebody has won a boy with a machete. You think she's a beautiful lady, he's a man with a machete. And there are criminal gangs ruling Mombasa as we talk to. You go to Nakuru, Mr. Speaker, the gangs are playground. You go to Kerio Valley, Mr. Speaker, and many other places, Mr. Speaker. I think it is a high time, and I want to appeal to the President, because he is a man who is very decisive. Heads must roll from the Minister of Interior, Inspector General of Police, and all his subordinates, including the OCS from Homa Bay.
The life of Ojwang is as important as the life of Ongondowere, Honorable Speaker. In 2 days, the PS for Internal Interior was giving an update of what has happened, including the arrest of suspects.
He's a man who is very decisive. Heads must roll from the Minister of Interior, Inspector General of Police, and all his subordinates, including the OCS from Homa Bay, who gave out the link, Mr. Speaker, including Safaricom, who gives out the location of this suspect. Mr. Speaker, I remember when I want to be arrested, I left my phones in Kibos. The police went to look for me in Kibos, and I was in Eldoret, Mr. Speaker, sleeping.